Hey guys, it's Zilo from the Zilo Tech channel. So, if you haven't watched my previous videos, please go and do. I will not take you step by step because I have done that more than 3 times. So I'm just gonna create my folder. We are doing the restaurant website. So restaurant website. So I'm gonna create a folder with the name restaurant website. I'm gonna go to my Visual Studio Code, file, open folder. Then I'm going to look for my folder I have just created, restaurant website. Perfect. Then I'm going to click select folder. It's going to open my new Visual Studio Code window. Perfect. Then on the left you have your plus button to create a new file, create a new folder, refresh. But what we want to do is we need to create a new file. So I'm going to click that. Now I'm going to name it home.html. home.html. Let me read the task quickly so I know what we're doing. You have been hired to design a simple 3-page website for a restaurant called Tasty Bites. Perfect. The restaurant wants a visually appealing homepage. We have just done that. A menu page and a contact page. So let us do these now. Let us do these for now. 1, 2, and 3. So I've highlighted those. We want to create the home page, a menu page, and a contact page. So I need to create 2 more. So I'm going to click here, menu.html. Perfect. I'm going to click again, contact.html. Perfect. So we have just created all 3 web pages and we are good to go. So I'm going to start working on my home page first. Remember, any website boilerplate template. Hold down shift, you press 1 to get the exclamation mark and you hit enter. I'm going to do this for all of them. I'm going to hold down shift, I'm going to hit enter. Then it's going to generate. I'm going to do the same here. And it's going to generate. But now we are working in the home page. Perfect. So let me go back to the task. The task says each page should include a styled text. We'll do that. Image is a scrolling announcement, which will be the marquee. A background image, a horizontal rule for section separation. The links to navigate and the links to navigate between pages. That will be easy. So what we're doing first is we are going to do the styled text. Let us do that first. So how are we going to do the styled text? In your body, you're going to type H1. Perfect. It's called Tasty Bites. Tasty Bites. Perfect. Now, if I view my website, I'm going to minimize everything. If I go to restaurant website and I open it, we are working on the home. So I'm going to click that. There, I see Tasty Bites. But if I go back to my task, it says it should be styled. And this Tasty Bites is not styled. So what do we do to style Tasty Bites? I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to use something we call a font tag. Perfect. Font will allow us to style our thing. So we're going to say color maybe equals to, instead of white, maybe we can have it as purple. Perfect. So what I need to do is I need to cut this. To cut is Control X and to paste is Control V. I'm going to put it there. So now if I save and I go back to my web page and I refresh, do you see Tasty Bites has changed color from, it has changed from black to purple. Perfect. So we're on the right track. Now what we need to do is we also need to center. I prefer to center, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut and I'm going to paste. Perfect. If I go back to my website and I refresh, I can see that Tasty Bite is in the middle of my web page. So styled text, I think we have done that part. That is awesome. We have styled it. Images, will get to it. A scrolling announcement, I think we can also do that. How do we do a scrolling announcement? We use the marquee tag. We use what we call a marquee tag. So I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna type marquee, then I'm gonna hit enter. We do not need the behavior. Let's see, scroll. And for the direction, we can just say maybe up. You can just put up to be different. So I'm gonna cut this again, and I'm gonna paste it right at the end. Perfect. Then I'm gonna go back here, I'm gonna go to my website, and I'm gonna refresh. Do you see that Tasty Bytes is moving from bottom up? So that is ascending order. I think that is done. Let us go back to our task. This task is very simple. So we have done this part perfect. Now, what is the next thing I want to do? I want to do the horizontal rule section for section separation. Sorry. So how do I achieve that? Horizontal rule is the HR tag, if you guys remember. To put a line right through our website, you use HR. That is all. But we can also manipulate the color of this. Let me just show you what it looks like. So if I go back to my website and I refresh, there's a horizontal line. Now we can change the color of it and the size. So I'm going to say color is equals to, I'll put red. And the size, maybe size, I'm going to put 5. I think 5 is good. Color is red and size is 5. Then I'm going to refresh and look at that. There's a horizontal rule on my web page. Perfect. So there's a scrolling animation and also the horizontal rule. So we have done that part. Now a background picture. We need to, okay, before I do the background picture, they said and links to navigate between pages. I think I can do that first. So what am I going to do is I'm going to go to my Visual Studio Code. Now I want my links to be above the horizontal rule in the center. So how do I achieve that? I am going to click just above the horizontal rule. Remember, it's the A tag to create hyperlinks. Now href, which one are we doing first? The contact.html. Perfect. So inside here, I'm going to say contact us. So this link will take them to the contact us page. Then the next one, A, is going to be the menu.html. Then I'll say our menu page. Perfect. So if we click this link, it's going to take us to our contact page. If we click this one, it's going to take us to our menu page. Let's just test out that is actually working. There. So we have the links on the left hand side, but now I want to center them and I want them under each other. So I want it here and under each other. How do I do that? I'm going to use something called a BR tag. So BR, but first I need to center this. Guys, this is not new. We have done this before, so it's not something that's completely new. If you have not seen me do this before, just check the previous videos. I go into depth on how to create folders and start from scratch. From here, I'm not starting from scratch. As you can see, I am rushing a few things. I do not want to make this video too lengthy, so I am rushing through stuff. Like I said, if you are unfamiliar with HTML, I have a video. You can check it out. It's the beginning of everything, like how to create a file, how to create a folder in detail, and much slower. Anyways, let us carry on. Then I'm going to go back here. Let us see now. I have saved. If I go back to my web browser and I refresh, would you look at that? Contact us is now above menu page and they are both in the center. Now I want to add some space above Tasty Bytes. How do I do that? I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to say BR. Let us see if that worked. Yes, there's a bit of a gap. Now with the Tasty Bytes, I think I want to increase the size. I think that size is a bit small, so I'm going to type size is equals to maybe 10. Perfect. If I refresh, I can see Tasty Bite is enormously big. I don't know if I want it that big, or it's because my website is a bit too large. But there, Tasty Bites, I think that is fine. I'm not complaining. Then if we go back to restaurant, yeah, we have done the linking of between pages. Perfect. Now, what's the next thing we need to do? We need a background picture. Okay, we've already done this. Yeah. Now we need to get a background picture. So I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna type restaurant. So I'm just gonna type restaurant. I'm gonna look for restaurant image, a nice one. Perfect. I think this one is big enough. Well, this one is 3000 by 2000. Wow, okay, this one is very big. So I'm going to take this one, right click, save image as. Again, I have posted a video in detail. So I'm gonna click desktop. I'm gonna go to restaurant website. Here I'm just gonna name it back short for background. Then the website, the task does tell us we need to add like normal pictures. So let me just do that one time. So I'm going to go here. This one is beautiful. They're all beautiful. I think I'll take this one. Right click, save image as. Now I need to navigate desktop or restaurant website. Then I'm gonna say image, like image. Perfect. Then I'm gonna click save. So if I minimize everything, if I go back to my folder, I can see my two pictures there, and they are JPEG files, not JPG, JPEG files. So I'm gonna go back to my HTML. I need to change my background picture. How do I do that? I'm gonna say background is equals to back. As you can see, my pictures appear on the left hand side if you did not see. So back dot JPEG file. Perfect. If I go back to my website, let me close these ones real quick, and I refresh. Yeah, it does appear, but it's not what I'd like. I'll show you guys how to make the website fit, like the picture fit properly on your web page. So let us do that now. We're gonna use what we call CSS. CSS is cascading style sheet. How do we do that? We're gonna type style. Then here in my style, my code is a bit dirty. I am going to type body, open curly braces, background image equals to the background picture. So if I do that, I do not need this. Perfect. I do not need that. Now, what we need to do to make this website stop repeating itself, the picture. You see the pictures appearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do we fix that? We're gonna type background position center. Perfect. Background repeat, no repeat. Perfect. Background, what is the other one? Background size. Background size is going to be cover. Then the height is going to be 100 viewpoint height. 100 viewpoint height. So I'm going to Control S to save. This is CSS, guys. I'm introducing a new topic. This is CSS. So if I go back to my web page and I refresh, we can see that the picture finally fits perfectly as my background. But the problem is the resolution. It's a bit pixelified. It's not clear, but that's what we're working with. You guys have been asking me in the comments and on WhatsApp, how do we make the picture fit perfectly? This is how. I will send the code snippet on the group to on the channel, sorry, for everyone to see. So I'm moving on from that. I'm just gonna pause for a bit so you can copy or take a picture. I need to move on. Perfect. So now let's go back to our task. If we go back to our task, we can see that we have done a lot. So we have added the background picture. Perfect. Now we need to add images, more than one picture. So we need to add like pictures here, just below. So what am I going to do is, I'm not going to add multiple pictures, but you guys should. This is just for demonstration purposes. So I need to also get this thing done. I need to do it as quick as possible. So below my HR line, I'm going to type img for pictures. Then I am going to type my picture name, which is image. Image.jpeg. Yours might be different from mine. Yours might be a JPG or a PNG. Just depends on the file extension. But mine in this case is a JPEG file. Perfect. I'm going to click Ctrl S to save. If I go back to my website and I refresh, I can see, wow, the picture does appear on my website. Beautiful. Now I just want some space. If you can see, there's no space between the picture and the HR line. How do I achieve that? Again, BR coming to the rescue. I'm going to type BR. I want it twice. Perfect. So it's going to create space 2 times. So I'm going to refresh and you can see there's a space in between the picture. Perfect. So now I'm going to center the picture so it looks better. I think it looks better that way. Oh, sorry. So here I'm going to type center. I'm going to hit enter. Then now here I'm going to cut my image. Then I'm going to paste it in between. Ctrl S to save. Go back to our website and we refresh. Now we can see that our picture appears in the middle of the web page. One more thing we need to change about the home page is the title. As you can see, the title is still document. We need to change that. So for that, we can just go here. In title, I'm going to say home page. Perfect. Home page. Perfecto. Then if I refresh, we can see home page has changed the title. Everything looks good to go in my opinion, in my view. So I'm going to click contact us. Of course, nothing happens because we have not added anything. Menu, nothing also happens. Perfect. So let us go back to our restaurant and we have added the picture indeed. So we have completed everything here. Perfect. Yeah. Objective, introduce the website. We have successfully introduced the website. What is the next thing we do? Displays the restaurant's menu. Wow, this one's gonna take some time. Quick advice, guys, copy and paste. In this case, I'm gonna copy and paste, but if you wanna be a thug or a tough guy, you can definitely start retyping. But in this case, I am definitely going to copy and paste. Do not have that much time. Or I might not actually. But here I'll just change it to menu. Maybe menu. Perfect. For our background picture, I'll just use BG color. My BG color, I'll make it, let's see, light blue. Let's see what it looks like. Light blue. So if I go back to my home page and I click menu, I see light blue. Light blue is actually not bad. Let us use light blue then. So what am I going to do? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put an H1 tag. Sorry, my bad. H1, perfect. Then here I'm going to put the menu. Instead I'm going to put like our menu to make it more enticing. And one more thing I read in the task, it says we should welcome the user. So here, instead of tasty bites, I'll say welcome to tasty bites. Perfect. That's all I wanted to change. So for our menu, what am I going to add here? Our menu. Perfect. And below that, I'm going to add my links. I told you guys I'm going to copy and paste. I am not about to type everything all over again. So I'm going to Control C, Control V. Then here, instead of menu, I am going to have home. Home to take me back to my home page, this one. So I'm going to say home. Come on. Home. Perfect. So this one's going to take me back to my home page. If I Control S to save, If I go back to my page and I refresh, I can see we are getting somewhere. So I'm not going to add too many animations here, but I am going to center this. I am going to center it. So I'm going to cut this. In between here, I am going to paste. Perfect. So if I go back and I refresh, that is in the center. Our menu. Now, with our menu, let me download like 3 pictures. Let me not be lazy. Let me use Unsplash. The Unsplash website. Unsplash has a lot of free pictures that you can use. So I'm going to type food, because it's a Tasty Bite restaurant. So I can't download that burger, but I can download this. I don't know what that is, unfortunately. I know that's a pizza. I assume that's a sandwich. So I'm downloading just 3. So I've downloaded my pictures. Someone asked me, how do I get my pictures I've just downloaded? It's easy. You see File Explorer at the bottom. I'm going to click it once. It's going to open my folders or my File Explorer. I'm going to click Downloads. Then boom, I can see the 3 pictures I've just downloaded. So I am going to highlight all of them. Then I'm going to Control X to cut. I'm going to minimize. I'm going to open my restaurant website. And I'm going to paste them in there. So for this one, I don't know. I'm just going to say food 1. The second one, I'm going to say food 2. I don't know what they are. And for the third one, I'm going to say food 3. You guessed it. Food 3. Perfect. So if I go back to my Visual Studio Code, I can see the pictures do appear there. Perfect. So what am I doing? If I go back, I have this. Let me add a ruler. So I'm just going to copy and paste again. I am not about to retype everything. So copy is Control C, Control V to paste. So perfect. What are my approach is for the menu, I want to use a table. So I'm gonna try to center my table. I'm going to use a table to display our menu. So I'm gonna type center. Perfect. Then in here, I'm going to open my table tag. Perfect. But before our table tag, I can put like an H2 saying our wonderful food menu. Our wonderful food menu. Our wonderful food menu. Then I'm going to hit enter. Now, this thing is auto-generating. It's irritating. So what I want to do is, in my table tag, I am going to type tr to define my table row. Then I'm going to hit enter. The first thing we do is our tr, then we're going to have our ths. So th, the item. Perfect. Th stands for table header. Then another th for the price. This thing is a bit inquisitive. It's too forward. Yeah, pop. Yo. Anyways, breaking out of character. Anyways, th stands for table header. This one table header also. Then tr stands for table row. One more thing I forgot to put by the table is the border. I'll show you what the border does in a second. So I'm going to create another one. Another tr tag. So I'm going to type tr and I hit enter. In my tr tag, I'm going to have my td tags. Table data tags. My table data tags. So here I'm just going to say food item. For item, I can actually put the picture. Oh yeah, here I can put th image. Perfect. So item, price, and image. So here my food one, I'm just gonna type food one because I don't know what food one actually is. I assume food one is like 200 Rand. I don't know if I'm a bit expensive. Then for the third thing, which is the image, we're gonna type img src, what is the name, food1.jpg. perfect. Now guys, I like to code and test. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna refresh. Wow, that is enormous. No, that's not gonna work. We need to fix that. So how do we fix that? After this, you're gonna type width equals to maybe 100, like it suggested, and the height maybe equals to 100 also. Then I refresh. Yeah, perfect. So my picture is there, as you can see, but my table has no border. How do we fix the border issue? So you go to your table tag here, then you're gonna type border equals to maybe 5. Let's make it a thick border. We know we like things thick, so we're gonna go to it. Trying to get the humor there, but we're gonna use a thick border, which is 5. I don't know if that's a bit too thick. Maybe we can use 3. Yeah, I think 3 is good, man. Let's use 3. So item food 1. I assume food 1 is a sandwich with the egg. It's 200 rand, ridiculous. And now I just need to add 2 more because I downloaded only 3 pictures. So guys, like I said, make your life easy. Copy and paste. Work smart, not hard. So this one's gonna be food 2. I don't know what the hell food 2 is. This one's gonna be food 3. I assume this one is 100 rand, and this one maybe is 600. 600 rand, God forgive me. 600 rand for food. Then this one is gonna be food 2. Do you see how fast that was? I just copied and I pasted. To copy, you highlight, you Control C. To paste is Control V. I saved. Now if I refresh, my pictures do actually appear on the side. So this is our menu. We have food 1, 200, food 2, that price, and food 3, that price. Let me just increase the width because I do not like what it kind of looks like. Maybe make that 200. This one also 200. Let us just see what it looks like. Okay, that is not bad. It's not too good, but it's also not bad. Yeah, that is not bad actually. Let us just work with that. So if the person clicks our website, they can see our beautiful menu. They might be scared off by the prices, but that's not the purpose. It's just for testing for now. Our wonderful food menu. Then this is our wonderful food menu. So I'm gonna go close that. I'm gonna close this. Then I'm going to go to my restaurant, and I think I am done with my menu page. You are more than welcome to work more on it, but for me, I am completely done. So what am I gonna do? We're gonna do this is just additional instructions. I think I already followed them. Let's read them quickly. Set up the page, create a separate HTML file. We have done that. These 3. Background image, we have already done that. Scrolling announcement, we have already done that with the marquee tag. Font styling, we used the font tag, we did that. Embedded image, we did that. Horizontal row, we did that. Then navigation, of course we did that. And the challenge, make the website visually appealing while ensuring all elements are functionally correct. I think we have done that. What is just shorting, or what is remaining, is the contact page. Yeah, the contact page now. What are we gonna do for the contact page actually? Let us go back. First thing I'm gonna copy is my links, because I don't want to do that again. So I'm gonna copy all of this. I'm gonna copy till there from line 10 to line 21. Control C to copy. In between here, I'm going to paste. So contact us, I think I'm going to leave it as white to avoid issues. Instead of our menu, I'm going to say contact contact us today. Let's be excited. We want their money. Contact us today. Like, contact us and give us your money today. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm going to refresh. I shouldn't have, but if I click contact us, it takes me to the contact page. Perfect. Then I'm gonna go to my home page. It takes me to my home page. Contact us, home page, menu page. Perfecto. Contact us. Contact us. We need to fix this and we need to put menu. I see there's an issue there. So for contact us, we need to put here menu. Menu.html. Then here I'll just say our menu, or just menu as it is. Perfect. So for the contact us page, what I had in mind was to download or to take a screenshot of a map location. Guys, don't forget, this is all for testing purposes now. I just want to see. Okay, perfect. I think this is okay. So I'm just gonna right click this one, right click, save image as, desktop, restaurant website, and instead of here I'm gonna say map. Then I'm gonna click save. Perfect. Close that. I close that here. So what am I gonna do is I am going to put the image here, this one. It is added there, map.jpeg image, and I'm gonna say map.jpeg. Perfect. So I need to center this also. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna cut this, all of this, then I'm going to paste it here. Control S to save. Go back to my web page and I refresh this thing. I actually expected it to be so much bigger, but unfortunately it's not that big, but that is okay. So I'm going to drop a contact us, then maybe below the page I can have I think I'm gonna have like an h3 tag. H3 tag our what is this thing called? Our province. Oh, I'll just say guys, I'm trying to think here. Province, then below province, maybe you can use a P tag. I'm not too sure. Let us see. Maybe it's in Gauteng. Now let me just see what that looks like, because we are still testing. They're a bit far apart. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to have them next to each other. So here I'll put like that, then I'll say Gauteng. Perfect. Then Gauteng, then another h3 tag, call us on. Let me not put someone's actual number. I hope this is not someone's number. Yeah, let me put 1111111, like, before I accidentally leak someone's number for the whole channel followers to see. So call us. If I refresh, we can see call us on +27, or we can say h3. Then we can put an email address, email us at whatever this is. Perfect. I go back and I refresh. We can see email us on this. Then the last thing I wanted to add, I don't know if it's out of my head, maybe this can also help. Oh yes, I wanted to put, okay, that's the address. Perfect. So now what I wanted to do is maybe put a text saying thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sorry guys. Thank you very much for visiting us today. Thank you very much for visiting us today. I think I'll change this to an H1 tag, like we're really thanking them for giving us their money. Okay, no, my bad. I need to refresh that. Thank you very much for visiting us today. Guys, this is not the best looking website, but I cannot go into full detail. I'm a bit tired and the video is going to be extremely long. But I think this is good enough. Province Gauteng, contact us, that. I will show you guys how to create forms, but that is a whole nother lesson. Thank you guys. God bless and stay safe. See you guys soon. Bye bye.